Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Advancement Center and to the world of magic and miracles. On this blustery day here in Santa Barbara, California. Welcome back for the Day of Music for All. Music means so much more than what we tend to associate it with. Our instruments and song, and it's really an amazing experience to catch that, to catch what our personal music is, to make that connection that to our origin, which is where our music comes from. It's a very expansive experience. And music is in the vibration. It's in the vibration that you bring. It's in the frequency that you bring. And you can change your frequency. You can change your vibration. It happens on its own. It's not something you have to do. But when you excite your spirit, when you follow your spirit, when you throw your sparkles around, that's when your music is heard and it comes through. And it's so different for everyone. And it's a different song for everyone. And yet it's here in this world, even though it's not from here. It's here. It manifests here. It shows itself here, if you let it. Although I don't even know if you have. It's not really about letting it. It will come through. Either way. But the freedom of staying connected to your source, to your creator, and letting it fly. It's really about letting it fly. And it's so interesting, the things that, especially our little policemen and our little reception area that can try to judge or stop the flow. And it's an ongoing experience to feel those feelings. So it's always just a matter of moving forward and always know that every day is new, every moment is new, every morning is a new day. And looking back to even just yesterday, if there's a problem yesterday, if there's anything, if you look back, first thing this morning, you can bring the problems right back with you. But if you just keep looking forward and every day is new, your music gets louder and you can hear it more. It's the most amazing experience to tune in to your own self, to your own music. And staying connected in that way is sometimes a challenge. In that being here in the physical, there's so many things apparently external to us, that can distract us. Sometimes distractions are good. But it's just a very interesting exercise. And I just want to encourage all of you. The more you can be aware, the more you can just have even a vague awareness of your bigger self, your larger connection to the big being that you actually are, the majestic being that you actually are. But it never ceases to amaze me how music, through bands, through music, through instruments, through voice, can be so powerful here. And yet, it's not about the instrument. It's without us, without the person playing the instrument. It doesn't mean anything. You can have a computer program to play music. It's very different. It's so there's a mystery. There's so much mystery in all of this, in frequency and vibration, in what it is that excites us, excites our spirit. It's not something you can explain. In fact, the less we try to explain things, the more you can actually touch it, because what happens, you can feel, you perceive in ways much beyond words. Although it's interesting how words serve a purpose here. Words are like a medium, like music, like the medium of music, the medium of having an instrument, the medium of singing, of your voice. They're who we are, our essence, our spirit. It's how it travels. It's how we share it with the world. And there will always be mystery in that. And life gets more fun and lighthearted when you actually don't need an explanation for everything. I was one of these, I've always been wanting to have explanations and wanting to understand how things work. That's been a part of my experience here on planet Earth. And the more I'm still that way, but just living life, just enjoying life and not getting hung up on the mental stuff, on the explaining of things, and just enjoying it, enjoying the magic, enjoying the miracles that come every day. And the more you're in that space, I just saw Tinkerbell. I just saw Tinkerbell flying around with her magic wand, sparkling everything. It's that energy. It's not mental. We all have that, but we all express it in different ways. And all I ever want to do is say you are totally supported in expressing you every moment. And you don't need to hold back anymore. And it doesn't matter what it looks like, and it doesn't matter what medium it comes through. And you don't have to plan it and think it. You just do it. You just take a chance. It's like, I think for me, when I see someone who's got the guts to say, get up on stage and be wild and crazy, just be themselves. It's so fun. It's so exciting. It moves you. It doesn't even matter what they're doing. It's just someone who's happy and expressing themselves, and it doesn't matter how it comes out. And yet we all respond. It's powerful. One of us, just one person, is so powerful. So the more we free ourselves in the joy of living and the joy of being us, the world around you will reflect it. It's pretty fun. And there's certain ways that it's easier for me personally to connect with that. And it just so happens if music I love, and with a band and people I like, the connection, it's like another vehicle for me to connect with with my spirit, and it comes through. There's like a permission that happens, and it's not a mental process. It just comes through, and I dance, and that's what I do. I get connected to music, but it's more than the music. It's so much. There's so much that happens. There's the spirit of the people you're with, but it grows. But it's powerful. It's powerful, and it's so exciting, and you can't live that way every day at that level, but maybe you can. Might take a little getting used to, because there's those moments I'm referring to are very powerful. But it's just like, it just makes me feel I just got jumped on a surfboard as I'm sharing this with you, and I'm just riding that wave, and it's so exciting because you're way up there, and it's a big wave, and there's so much power behind it. But there's this excitement, there's this thrill, and it's that fearlessness of doing that. I mean, there's a part of me that goes, holy crap, if I'm way up here on a wave, and you get afraid, but what's there to be afraid of? Really? It's I'm just taking you through one little aspect of myself, and I tend to go a lot of places, and I travel in a lot of places at one time. So I know I can be a little interesting to be around sometimes, because there's a lot going on, and it's all happening simultaneously. So when I share with you in this way, in this setting of you watching me on a camera, I'm just taking you to where I go today, where I go right now. But I do tend to go a lot of places. And it's a really interesting thing to speak words, but I'm getting it's getting a little bit easier for me. But to speak words as I travel is different. So I hope you're all enjoying the ride, and really it's your ride. This is what we do for each other. We can enhance one another just being on your own ride, your own frequency, your own vibration, being in your own music, and then we harmonize. If we're all in that place where we're connected and we're happy, we never bump into each other, but we move. It's this beautiful dance, this absolutely beautiful dance. And that's what's happening here on the planet right now. Even though it looks like there's a lot of turmoil, it's actually, everything is coming into harmony. But sometimes there has to be disturbance, or there has to be something that doesn't feel harmonious. Sometimes you do bump up against things, but you don't need to bump up against things anymore. But it may look like, when you see waves in the ocean, if a wave comes in and hits the wall and then goes back out to sea, the next wave coming in, they'll cross, there'll be turmoil. But it always smooths out. There's just a moment, and then it smooths out. It's a really amazing thing to watch, actually, just the action of water in the ocean like that. But that's what's happening here. So it may look a little tumultuous, but if you stay in your music, You stay in your joy. You stay in who you are, in your beautiful, magnificent essence, which is you, the eternal you. It's magic. So I see that. I see that in the future. I see us as human beings becoming freer and freer. It's so easy, at least for me, to walk up to an animal or have an animal walk up to me or have an interaction with an animal. And with nature, it's so, there's no filters, there's no barriers. So I see barriers and filters slowly melting away, slowly coming down. Because when all that we have here is love and harmony, it's easy. Isn't that what we're doing here? That's what I see and know to be true. We're here for life to be full of ease and fun and joy and laughter and lightness and lots of music. So I feel you flying. I feel you all flying. Keep going. Don't stop for a moment. Even if you're just sitting in one spot. Enjoy every single moment. And don't try to explain anything. And don't try to figure things out. You don't have to plan. Just see it as you know your future to be. It's a pretty fun thing to do. And you'll get better. You'll get better at staying connected with your own music. The more you do it. So on that note, I'm going to wish you all a perfect life, perfect health, and an extremely fun and magic future. Thank you for joining me today. Thank you.